Hi everyone, I'm Mervin and I'm here at the Singapore Botanic Gardens, the first UNESCO heritage site in Singapore. Do you know that it's already 162 years old? Well, today I'm going to share with you 5 interesting facts that you may not know about this garden. First up, did you know that Singapore was a major supplier of rubber seeds in the early 1900s during the rubber boom? The Singapore Botanic Gardens was opened first in 1859 as a recreational garden by the Agri-Horticultural Society. But by 1879, an economic gardens was set up to conduct experiments in the cultivating of plants with economic potential such as coffee, oil palm, and para rubber. Henry Nicholas Ridley, the garden's director from 1888 to 1911, perfected the rubber tapping technique known as the herringbone method, in which small cuts on the tree bark can be reopened at regular intervals to extract more latex without causing permanent harm to the trees. By 1917, the gardens had distributed over 7 million rubber seeds and had become the major market for trade in rubber. Orchids have long been associated with the Singapore Botanic Gardens, and the gardens has a long tradition of orchid conservation and breeding. Do you know that a hybrid orchid that you can buy today, the Dancing Lady, first flowered 82 years ago in 1939? At the VIP Orchid Garden, you can find Margaret Thatcher, Princess Michiko, and Nelson Mandela. Now these are actually cultivated orchids, named after state visitors to promote goodwill and foster closer ties between nations. Next is this 6-hectare primary rainforest. In this original uncut forest, over 50% of its species is considered rare, many rarely seen in the urban world. About 314 species of ferns, climbers, shrubs, and trees can be found in its ecological habitat, and some are critically endangered. As part of an ongoing conservation effort, raised boardwalks were constructed. They help minimize the impact of walking through the rainforest. So do watch where you step, because this rainforest existed long before the gardens was conceived. We are lucky to be surrounded by trees in Singapore, but do you know that we have trees that are over a century old? Meet this giant over here, the Jalawi. It has been a native of the rainforest for more than 150 years, and it now stands at a stately 47 meters tall. Another ancient tree, the Tembusu, can be found on the back of our 1999 Portrait Series $5 note. This heritage tree here is almost as old as the Singapore Botanic Gardens. And do you know that its bark can be used in a decoction to help treat fever and dysentery? Another ancient giant that has medicinal properties is the Panaga laut. Its oil can help with skin diseases, and this tree here behind me is more than 100 years old. Surprisingly, you can get to see desert and Mediterranean plants here in tropical Singapore. Just visit the Sun Garden. A drainage system is installed here to simulate dry conditions, and over 70 species of succulents and arid zone plants from 4 continents are displayed here. Aloes from Africa, black boys from Australia, cacti, and Euphorbia agaves. To end off, the Singapore Botanic Gardens, with its long history, has a place in our interaction with nature. It teaches us that nature can be cultivated and conserved, and the Singapore Botanic Gardens is a living example of that.